One thing that I can definitely say, Mariah, girl, you are consistent. Absolutely consistent.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Before we even get started, again, I'm going to tell you about this whole thing. I got the petition out there. Please go and sign the petition. We're trying to get Bravo TV to open up their eyes and ears and move these ladies and gentlemen back to Sunday. Put them back on the Sunday lineup instead of over here on Friday. This is just crazy. Get these ladies and gentlemen back where they belong. Sunday lineup, that's where they belong. Okay, so let's get down to business. Mariah, girl, like I said, you're consistent. You're consistently a bitch. You're consistently ridiculous. And you consistently make things about you. Let's go. Mariah and Aiden. I'm looking at poor Aiden. Aiden looks like he's aging. Is that me? Or, because I don't think Aiden is even my age. I don't think he's as old as me. But poor thing looks like he's aging. And it's probably because he has to deal with Mariah. Child, that would put age on anybody. Anybody. Father Time probably used to date Mariah. Father Time's really only 30 years old until he started dating Mariah. Now he look 130. Just a mess. She's tiresome as hell. But I'm sitting there listening to these two talk, and then Aiden used to be so nice when this first started. He is like bought into her way of thinking, or maybe we just didn't see it in the beginning. It's just stupid. They're sitting up there going on and on and on about that party. Y'all weren't invited. And that was all there was to it. Y'all were disinvited. No one wanted to be bothered. Period. With either one of you. You know, you two, y'all are a union. Y'all are one. Y'all both say y'all motherfucking asses at home. And that's what it said. And that was it. And then when I was, well, I really didn't want to go up in there anyway. Because I ain't want my nice fresh curls to be smelling like cigar smoke. Shut up. You did want to go up in there. You wanted to go up in there and you was swole. And that's why your face was like that when they told you to get back in the car. Yeah, get back in the car. That wasn't the face of a person that didn't want to go up in there, honey. You done drove clear across town to go somewhere where you didn't want to go. Shut up. Stop that lying. Anyway, moving on. So then we end up seeing Mariah in this scene with Simone. So they try to sit down and hash out whatever it was that they had going on. Cool, no problem. She ends up, I'm sitting there. You almost got me, Mariah, because it was like, wow, this is terrible. Here we go again. Simone's telling her exactly what happened with Papa, this, that, thing, and the other. She ends up saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And we got to see some genuine emotion from Mariah. I believe you were genuinely concerned because I think you like Simone, and that's the bet. You like Quad, bitch. You like Quad. That's what the problem is. That's why you're so busted up. You like her so much that you hate her. It's girl. It's a shame, but I understand it. I understand it. I don't carry myself that way, but I know people who do. They love you so much that they hate you, and they can't stop wanting to be around you. I know people like you, honey, can't stand it. I just happen to be related to them. But it's just ridiculous. You do like Quad. You don't just like her, you love her. You love her and you can't get enough of her. And you can't stop wanting to be around her. That's part of your problem. Anyway, but she's sitting there talking with Simone. Simone's saying, this is what happened. and this, that, and the other, and everything was fast. She's going through, and then when she says, yeah, well, Quad and Jackie went on down to Nashville with me, honey, that bitch's face flinched up and looked, and it immediately wasn't about Simone anymore. It wasn't about her jab passing. It wasn't about any of that anymore. It was about, oh, you chose Quad over me. I said, is this bitch serious? Now I know y'all had to see it. She switched right. I mean, it was like somebody clicked the switch in her back and she flipped over and it became completely about her. And here you go again, feeling as though you've been shunned and she chose her over you. Girl, you need to grow up. You need to grow up and you need to get a grip. That is just ridiculous. That's a sickness. That's a sickness. Then you even went so far as to insult that girl. You called them the Three Stooges. Ain't no nice way of calling no motherfucker no stooge. The Three Stooges were ridiculous. So now Quad, Jackie, and Simone are the Three Stooges. And Simone let you know that she caught that was a read, honey. She said, well, why can't we just be the Three Musketeers? Because that ain't what the fuck she meant. Y'all were stooges. But you want to be friends with her, right, Simone? Girl, you got another little thing too. Like you, for some reason, you can't cut her loose either. I don't know what that's all about. All she does is drag you in the middle of shit and mistreat you every time she get a chance. She's shady to the motherfucker. And you don't deserve that treatment. She really does deserve to be left alone. Absolutely alone. Fuck her. Anyway, moving on. Toya and Eugene. Okay, so Toya and Eugene are sitting down talking. She convinces him to let her throw a little small day because she wants to thank the girls for throwing the 40th birthday party for her and all of that. I knew it was going to be some shit because it had to do with that motherfucking Toya. So I knew it was going to be some shit. Toya goes into this whole thing and starts telling Eugene how she has it all planned out and it's these personalized spa treatments. And she's going down through the list. And you're basically picking out all the women's flaws and trying to put a spa treatment to all of their flaws as you see them. And for whatever reason, I don't know why you thought in your mind, but then yes, I do because you're Toya. Why you thought in your mind that would be okay with everybody. Oh, nobody would be offended because everybody's not smart as you, right? Newsflash. Everybody on the show is smarter than you, but okay. Sure enough, whenever we got down into the little thing, oh, before that, we showed footage from last week where it was Simone decided that, and it was a friendly gesture because they invited everybody to go to Hawaii with them to celebrate their 20th anniversary. And as friends, they were going to, everybody chip in to pay the way for Eugene and Toya. And Eugene was feeling some kind of way. And I understand it. I did understand it. Simone, sometimes your timing be off, baby. It didn't need to be said in a party setting. That's where the problem came. And I understood why he felt the way he felt because it was said out like that in a party setting. And coming from that group, this group of folks, I wouldn't have wanted it either. Even if it wasn't said in the party setting, I would, nah, that's all right. If I couldn't pay and go, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But that's just, that's just me. I have a problem with a group of folks that may throw something in your face later. And I don't see that happening with Simone. I don't see it happening with Jackie. I don't see it happening with Quad. I can see Heavenly doing it. I could definitely see Heavenly doing it. I can see Lisa loving to do it. So, and God knows if Mariah got wind of it, she would tell the whole planet. So I understood that. So that was a whole thing. I just got that. Toya basically has no uh, she has no shame in anything. Like she just has no. I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't want to say that she has no low, but she just as long as she gets what she wants, she doesn't care. She reminds me of like it just happens that she has a husband that is a doctor and she has a very good life for the most part. But let's put her into another context. If Toya was just living in the projects, Toya would be that bitch that would beg you and you'd be like, bitch, get out of here. I'm not giving you nothing because you don't pay back. But she'd be the bitch that would come back and ask you again after she didn't pay you back. She don't give a fuck. You couldn't hurt her feelings as long as she got what she wanted. That's who she reminds me of. That's the type of person she reminds me of. She would just keep on asking. It wouldn't matter. You can cuss her the fuck out. None of that would matter. You can't embarrass her. You can't put her down enough. As long as she gets what she wants, she would come right on back. That's who she reminds me of. Hey, just my observation. Anyway, moving on. And yeah, I was looking like show you no shame. Show you no shame at all. And he's like, it's like a handout. She just wasn't getting it. She's like, fuck that, as long as I get to go to Hawaii. Then turn right around. Oh yeah, now I can go buy me a couple pieces. Eugene gonna be either somewhere stretched out dead or in jail, fucking with Toya. Anyway, moving on. Okay, let's see. Quad and Quentin. There was a short scene. Quad's brother got him a job and all that. So that was really good. Showed the baby. Child, she was going through with the baby, trying to get him to not stuff his mouth. Child, I done been there so many times. Honey, how many times you have to say it, girl? Don't stuff your mouth. Don't stuff your mouth. How long did that go on? I know we've seen it for 2 minutes, but how long did that really go on? Child, I remember them days. But he's a cute little thing. But yeah, so Quentin got a job. So they're everything with them is rolling smoothly. And it looks like from what I'm looking at, it looks like the time period they're ahead of the schedule that they were actually on. So that's a good thing. She was actually talking to Quentin about saving money and not okay. Now you got some money. Don't get comfortable and go spend it, child. You know that's the first mistake. Oh well, we got this now. We can spend. Mm-mm. Save and get on up out of here and get you what you need. Was cool. That was cool. Um, Next week, actually go ahead and get down there to this small party, child. Oh no. Back up, Jackie. Jackie. Jackie and Curtis. Uh-uh. I don't even want to go too far into this because I don't think it was. I don't think it's as big a deal as what people are going to try to make it because I think Jackie and Curtis are more solid than the way it looked because this is 2 seconds of a conversation between Curtis and Jackie. You know, and there was pieces of that conversation that are missing. I'm gonna tell y'all what I got from it. Curtis don't want Jackie to work as much as she worked. First of all, Jackie is a cancer survivor. Okay, so Jackie, no matter how physically fit she looks and all of that, Curtis knows that it's not very wise for Jackie to be overly stressed out. Curtis knows that. This is the part of the conversation that I believe was actually missing. Okay, and what we saw. So I'm thinking people are probably going to take more from it, think that they're having like all these problems in their marriage and all that. I didn't view it that way. I viewed someone who wants to keep their goddamn wife and doesn't want their wife sick and maybe wants some more time with her. You know what I mean? I didn't view it as them having marital problems. I just viewed it as you really are burning the candle at both ends. And I don't know if you realize it. And I don't think Jackie was actually getting it. I don't think Jackie even realizes how busy that she actually is. And I think that's what that whole conversation was about. But I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait and I'm going to see what's going on. But I think Jackie and Curtis are more solid than that. So I said, let's see if this is an editing game that they playing or what. But I hope it's no more than that because I like me some Jackie and some Curtis. So, all right. So, Jackie, listen to Curtis. You know, stress, don't work. Anyway, okay. So let's go to the spa. I keep going back to the spa. Let's get to the spa party. So we get to the spa party. First things first, motherfucking Janice, quit playing. That goddamn Janice rolled through that motherfucking spa with that salmon outfit. And I think it was shorts. I don't think it was a skirt that short. I think it was actually shorts or like a skirt. Sharp as hell. Sharp as hell. That Janice could wear some clothes. You hear me? I said, come on, girl. But they come in and of course it just was kind of not, right away. Toya started with Lisa. She started with Lisa. Lisa got up in her feelings right away, which was, I expected them all to get in their feelings, and they basically all did for the most part. Heavenly didn't let it bother her. She just like brushed it off and laughed it off and went on. Quad laughed it off. Child, and that motherfucker Mariah gonna call Quad Mr. Potato Head. Really? Really, bitch? Mr. Potato Head. Coming from the daughter of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Get the fuck on out of here, bitch. Anyway, she was just a mess. I said, just a mess. But she got everybody separated out. This is the one thing. Straight from the fucking door, she made it very clear to everyone, and everyone agreed, Simone was going into a tranquility type of treatment by herself. By herself, completely by herself. Now, you tell me why Lisa Nicole took her full force and cult jam ass over and end up being in the room with Simone. Why? I just gotta be, everybody going right, you gotta go left. Why? So I understood why Toya got an attitude. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And then whenever something was said to her, because she was still in her feelings about the fact that Toya told her, got some fucking fat on the side, bitch. Toya had a lot of nerve. She did have a lot of nerve, but you had the option to leave. You had the option to leave, because I probably would have left. I probably wouldn't have stayed when she was doing all that kind of care. I ain't into the business of nobody trying to clown me. I will fucking let you have it. So I could imagine I would have probably left and been like, this is stupid, not a left. But you stayed. Now you're going to ruin somebody else's situation. You could have talked to Simone anytime. That was not the time. You were really robbing her of her service. And that's what Toya was saying, and I understood it. And then when Lisa broke out there, bitch, you did start it. You did put Eugene in it. Eugene had nothing to do with it. That man was not there. When she turned around and told her, I'm not Eugene. You don't run me, bitch. I said, oh. So I felt like at that point, whatever Toya said to Lisa was really on Lisa. If she'd have punched, if Toya would have punched Lisa in the mouth, that'd have been all right too. Because you went there. You put all these rules up, Lisa, but then you break them yourself all the time. You really did. I don't want nobody talking about my family, but you'll throw somebody else's family in a minute. This is what you getting known for doing. Remember how you did it? You don't want anybody calling your husband gay, but you sure call Quad a lesbian. You did that first. You threw water and shit on Quad first. You know, you got all these rules that you play by, but you break them all the time. You break them. And then you cry afterwards. Child, Toya told her, yeah, you better go ahead, honey, with your gay ass husband. I said, oh, I know you tired of hearing that shit. I said, shit, I've been gay all my motherfucking life. And I can tell you, I'm more tired of people calling your husband a faggot than I am of them calling me a faggot. I am just sick of it, bitch. I know you are just, I know you are worn out with that shit. But eventually you're going to learn to close your mouth, Fanny. You're going to learn to close your mouth and stop. And people will stop attacking you with that bullshit. Anyway, that's basically it. That's all that went down. Next week, I think they're going to show they're actually going to Hawaii. So this is going to be interesting. That's it for now, you guys. Remember what I said about the petition. The link is going to be down there in the comment section. Please go and click it and sign the petition. All right, guys. Later. Bye.